Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Bit of a spontaneous daytime review. I've just knocked off work for the morning. So, yeah, we're on morning shift. Finish early afternoon. I'm like, normally I'd have sort of a sleep or I'd be doing chores or whatever now, but I was like, no, I'm gonna do a beer review. Dogs are frolicking about. Cheers, Trilby. Cheers, Angie. Good to see you. So I'm going to do a Bells Beach Brewing and Banks Brewing collab. So Bells Beach are out of Torquay, like the Geelong Surf Coast area. And Banks Brewing are on the other side of Melbourne. They're on the Mornington Peninsula. Both pretty decent breweries. Banks are obviously one of my favourites. So yeah, it's a double West Coast IPA and it's got a surf theme. They're running with the whole Point Break movie out of Hollywood back in the day. And it's called Should Have Been Here Yesterday. So obviously the waves were better yesterday and they're shit today. He's got the old Sandman ute, which is pretty rad. You got some dudes there with the surfboards and yeah, it actually looks pretty cool. That's pretty much Bells Beach there, but someone's done like a sketch of it. 8.2%. And we'll just see what it says. You missed it, the swell of the season, the 50-year storm. But relax, at least you got your hands on the razor-sharp, piney, dank, and resinous double West Coast IPA, brewed with our compadres from the other side of the bay. So the hops in it are Citra, Simcoe, Centennial Dynaboost, Amarillo, Quantum Bright. There you go. It's all happening. Cheers, Trilby. Yeah, I just finished, mate. It's an endless cycle, bro. I feel so tired. Ugh. Cheers, Hamish. Good to see you, brother. Geez, that's not many words out of you. You must be tired as well. So let's get into it. I've got my hashtag proper glassware. So my Banksy glass with the skull wearing the trucker's hat. Yeah, I like that can artwork. This is the sort of shit I'd hold on to. Should have been here yesterday. Let's do it. So I got some new beers delivered today. I got a heap of range. I got some garage projects, and I got Brackets birthday beers. I think it's their 5th birthday, so they had 5 new beers for that. So looking forward to those. I'll probably do a stream where I do all 5 of them. Was thinking tonight, but I think I'll do it when I don't have to work the next day because there's a few heavy hitters amongst it, and I don't really want a hangover tomorrow, so maybe tomorrow night. That looks very, very nice. So probably more of a modern West Coast. It's got that very, like the carbonation. I don't know if you can see, it's very, very lively. It's like a tornado up the middle of the glass. So yeah, I'm going to say high carbonation. Very, very spritzy, like champagne. About a 1 to 2 finger white head. I would say the colour of the beer is straw, like medium straw. Body medium. Yeah, relatively clean and clear. If it wasn't for the spritziness, you'd probably see straight through it. Let's go a whiff. Normally you'd be like, hi, I'm new here and all that sort of stuff. And all you said was hi. So yeah, it's piney, it's resinous. It's like that dry pine. Like a sharp sort of pine, like a woodsy. I feel like it's going to be fairly dank. As far as fruit goes, it's quite muddled. What's going on? So maybe some apricot, some like tangerine, maybe even like a touch of like pineapple. It's just not like in your face. It's just there's a bit going on there, but it's sort of in the background. And like a white bready, biscuity malt base. Maybe some, what did I say before? Pineapple, maybe some passion fruit as well. Anyway, let's have a drink. I'm hoping that it's got some good bitterness, some dankness. And yeah, I always love when West Coasts are pine and citrus driven. So cheers. I don't know if I said the percentage, but yeah, 8.2. So she's pretty big. Yeah, it's got a weedy vibe to it as well. A bit of gunja. Gunja's pretty prolific in the surf surf scene. Got my Banks beanie on too. Didn't even mean for that to happen. I've been wearing it all week at work because it's been freezing. It's so ridiculous. It's like spring here. Like we're sort of in the middle of spring, coming into summer, and it's like hasn't stopped raining all week. And it's just like that annoying rain where you don't get a big dump of it. It's just like drizzle, drizzle. And it's been really cold, like overnight in the morning. So it feels like it's the middle of winter. Definitely some bitterness there. Yeah, it's like every sip it gets more bitter, which is pretty cool. It sort of starts off lightly sweet, but it's definitely dry on the finish. It has champagne vibes because it's so spritzy and dry. And the whole time it's been sitting, there's just like active bubbles going up the middle of the drink like it's a bloody tornado sort of thing. Here's my boy coming to say hello. What's going on, dude? You miss me, don't you? You miss me when I go to work, big fella. Big fella. How are you, matey? Yeah, so I literally just walked in the door. Haven't even had a shower or anything yet. Just straight into a beer review. Cheers, Dan. Peach. I said cheers to you before, Angie, but I don't know if you were there at the time. Sometimes people write messages like as they're waiting and then they come back. Oh, it's quite gassy, this beer. I think Jackie Boy liked that burp. Can you go do me some chores? I want you to earn your keep this week. Can you go wash my bedding for me? I want some nice, clean, crisp sheets there, bro. You're the one that makes them dirty. And while you're at it, a steak would be very nice. Cook us up a steak and some veggies. And then I might have a wine to go with it, eh? What I expect, nothing. Cheers, Bill. So yeah, I didn't know if anyone would be around at this time, but there's a few here. Hit the old like if you can. So yeah, I'm probably going to do something good a bit later. Yeah, it's apologies too to some of my American friends. I just haven't been around, just simply due to the time difference in my work schedule lately. I feel like there's a lot of my American friends I just don't see anymore, and it sucks, but there's not much I can do. I've been doing lives quite often when Americans are asleep. Canadians as well, obviously. But yeah, I seen Craig was live earlier. Had a real weird time. Up. Cheers, Wilco. I'm drinking the Bells Beach Banks collab, dude. I have actually I got 2 cans of it. So I did drink one super fresh. And then this, I don't know, it's only been out for what, a week, 2 weeks? So yeah, I drank one last week or yeah, whenever it first come out. And then yeah, this one for a review. It's actually drinking really good now. Just a little bit of time on it. And yeah, as far as the D's go, I'm so angry about them. I don't know. I'm that angry about it. It's like I don't even want to talk about it. Like people keep asking me at work, what are your thoughts on Petraka and that? And it just, I don't know. Like I'm so annoyed about it. Why did he? He just seems like he's just been lying to us. It's like, why didn't he just fucking go last year if it was that bad? I don't know. It just seems like a bit of a sook. And my heart breaks because I love him so much. And then he's going to go to another club, and I bet you any money he'll fucking dominate. And it's just like, he should be playing for us. Yeah, for sure. We're one of those clubs because we won the premiership, and then we've had all this off-field shit ever since. It's like people just want to dig us down even further. Cheers, Hookster. I'll have a beer and you have a smoke, bro. I think that's how it normally goes. See, if Track goes and Stephen May go and that, it's like you may as well just fuck them all off. Get rid of Oliver. Like, I don't know, just try and roll with the young ones. We may as well rebuild with that fuck. We had a great team last year and we still went shit. So it's like, what can you do? I do like though the new coaching staff and panel and stuff are like ruthless. Like if they're gonna, I don't know, just be like, well, if your heart's not in it, piss off and we'll get someone else, sort of thing. But man, you just think for what Track's worth, we better get something decent for him. I bet you we get fucking ripped off. Yeah. Like if Track goes to someone like Gold Coast or Adelaide, I won't be that annoyed. I was just worried because last year they kept talking about him going to Collingwood, and I just couldn't think of anything worse. One of my favourite dudes playing for the team that I absolutely fucking hate. All the Collingwood fans would be like, yeah, track. Mm. Apologies for getting off topic there. All the foreigners are probably like, what the fuck is he talking about? We're talking about Aussie football and our love for the club that is letting us down big time. I tell you what, I'm quite hungry. I had toasted sandwiches for brunch. I've been up since 3:45, so I'm fucking tired. I had brunch at about I didn't get a main break till about 11 o'clock, 11:30, so I was pretty fucked by then. So I had a couple of toasted sangers, and then that was like what 3-4 hours ago, and now I'm peckish again. I just don't know what to have because it's sort of like in between lunch and dinner. Okay, here's one for people. Is dinner for you lunch, or is dinner for you like the late meal, or is it both? I seen this discussion the other day, and I was like, yeah, I've always thought about that. And another one is I've noticed a lot of English people and Australians will call the night meal tea. What's for tea tonight? And then Americans are like, tea? Like, what the fuck? Like, cup of tea? But it's confusing because dinner can sort of apply to lunch and tea. Or there's just so many different terms for stuff that gets confused between different nationalities. It's pretty funny. Let's get some more into us. I feel like I want to smash beers hard today. Maybe I should do the bracket 5-year beers. Start it now and finish it at like dinner time. It was good doing the evil megacorp beers. And the reason I wasn't around last night, I got home from work, did some chores, was just organising some shit behind the scenes, and I don't know, I just didn't really feel like a beer, and I don't know. Also, too, sometimes it's like you just can't because like I go live and I talk heaps and that, and it's like sometimes you're just not in the mood for it. We all have those days. That beer made me want to party, yeah, for sure, because it's got some booze behind it. It's a fucking good beer. So I put in an order like a week or two ago because I really wanted brackets 5-year beers. I went to get them through their website and they'd already sold out. I'm like, fuck, where am I going to get them from? Because for some reason, birthday beers, especially if a brewery's got a bit of hype, they always seem to sell out because it's normally a collective of a heap of different styles. And Bracket had 5 beers. They had a American stout, a pastry stout, a West Coast, and 2 hazies. And it was just a good collection. Anyway, I ended up finding a Sydney bottle shop that had them. So I went through them, and then they had a heap of Range and Garage Project and that beers as well. So I think I got like maybe 14 beers all up. So that was a pretty good haul. So yeah, I sort of want to do something exciting tonight, whether it be a review that has a couple of beers or a big beer, or don't know, like the bracket. The bracket 5 year beers, I want to do all of them on one stream, so that's why I think I'd be better to do that like Friday or Saturday. Yeah, I got two of this and two of Citra Fields, and I had both of them, like one of each fresh. So yeah, I feel like Citra Fields will be drinking real good right now. So yeah, it'll just be a random. Not sure what I'll do the rest of the day, but I reckon if there was people around, I'd do a hangout. But it's just at that shit time where there's no one around. My dog is waiting for some treats, I think. So shit outside. Just hasn't stopped raining all day. One thing we've been experiencing in the workplace, not that I talk about work much, but just in general, where I work, we're getting a lot of water coming in because of the shit weather and just old facilities and stuff. And yeah, let's just say there's been a couple of hairy incidents where shocks have been involved, so it's pretty dangerous. Where yeah, I think there's going to be a big sort of review tomorrow about it. Can't be having bloody water coming into an area with a heap of electrical stuff, and not good. Yeah, it's fucking shit here, bro. You'll probably get rain in about an hour's time. So yeah, hit the thumbs up, peeps, if you haven't already. I mean, yeah, it was always going to be a quiet stream today, but I knew that going in, and I'm just like, fuck it. I feel like a beer. I want to do this Banks. Let's do it. So yeah, I think Banks have got some new ones out since this, and I want to get hold of them. I think there's a couple of mountain cultures I'm yet to grab. But yeah, apart from that, there was some American stuff at Carwin, but most of it was like pretty basic or like just too overpriced for what it is. So like Adroit Theory and RAR and those sort of breweries, they do some okay beers, but I just can't justify paying the price for them when you can get way better Aussie stuff. Like it's just not worth it. I think there's a lot of people that think the same thing. So quite often they'll get this US stuff in and it just sits there. Ooh. Might have to take a photo of that bad boy. So yeah, I might even wrap it up there, folks. keep it at the sort of half hour. It's always a good time. But yeah, I'll definitely be back. Just not sure what with. It's one of those nights. So yeah, or arvo, should I say, where I just wouldn't mind a couple of beers. Always worth reviewing anything, even shit beers, because yeah, it's like a couple of people can start watching and then all of a sudden they're subscribed to you and they're hanging out with you every week. Ugh. It's pretty sad what Stephen was saying last night. He come into the chat saying that someone had passed away at his workplace. Apparently it's a regular thing. There's a lot of divorces. There's like a lot of kids sort of away from home, not being able to handle the work conditions, or there's like mental illness, depression, sort of thing. And yeah, all of a sudden they've found in their rooms like committed suicide and stuff like that. Like it's heartbreaking. Jackie. Oh, you scratched me, bro. Anyway, what can I score this beer? Let's have another sip. Have a smell, then a sip. Apparently, Josh is in last beer was saying there's a guy that he watches on YouTube that does beer reviews, and the guy just drinks straight away, doesn't like smell at first, but then he smells it afterwards. So this is one of those beers I sort of, if I see it again somewhere, I'd probably buy more of it. That's always a good indication. Today work was quite physical, so I feel sort of like, quite often in my old job, it was more like mental than physical. So you'd come home from work sort of feeling like mentally drained. Whereas now it's like, I don't know, I come home from work, you're not thinking about work at all, but you're just like sore or a little bit exhausted. Yeah, I think I'll wrap it up there, folks. So I'm going to say for this beer, I'll go a 4.5. I'm pretty happy with it. Apparently, he does handstands and stuff as well. Beer man. So yeah, the rumor is that Phil from the UK is sending me more beers. He only just sent some not long ago, and now he's sending more. He's crazy. And all I know, or all I think is that I reckon Hawkstone is in Jeremy Clarkson's brewery. I've got a feeling there might be some of them there, so that'll be pretty cool. Um, Yeah, he said something about a cider's really good. Yeah, what would you score it, Wilco? You were scoring it. Yeah, for me, it's like a 4.4 or 4.5, somewhere like that. I just like the bitterness is like awesome. It's like probably the elite level of where you want it, and it's real piney, which is good. Piney, woodsy, like that forest sort of evergreen forest, I sort of call it. Yeah, and then you get like light sort of fruity flavour, but it's like all across the board. It's not just like one or two fruit. Oh god. So yeah, quite happy with that. 4.5 out of 5. I would say if you see any of these breweries, give them a go. Um, these guys are still sort of honing their craft, getting like probably getting used to some of the hype out there and trying to emulate it. Yeah, some of their beers over the years have been spectacular. Um, and then yeah, Banks bring out new beers pretty much every 2 weeks. I think I'm behind with a couple of releases, so normally I go through like the Otter's Promise or Carwin or one of them for their beers, or I'll go direct. Direct can be a bit confusing though. Like it used to just be 4 packs, and you could get a bit of a deal if you bought like 2 or 3 4 packs. Now it's all single price, and it like just ends up being real expensive because they don't offer any discount or anything. Like a supermarket, if you did singles, they'll go, oh, okay, we'll do a 6 pack of singles for $15, and it doesn't matter what beer it is. It's pretty good value. Cool. That's one place I wouldn't mind going again. Is that Salt, just because it's like local and I've been there quite often in the past. What was it called again before it was Salt? I was trying to think of it the other night. Cheers, Vanessa. Good to see you, mate. 12:59 a.m. here in Connecticut. I head out my storage unit 6. Cool. Salt has a new brewer. Yep. Forgot to buy garbage bags. Yeah, that. What was the name of them? I can picture it. Can definitely picture it. Damn it! Where's the phone? Rogue Wave. Yes. It was definitely called Rogue Wave because I just looked on Untapped and All the beers are the same names, but they've just changed the brewery name. I'll find an example for you. There's a perfect example. So that's the Edge in Geelong. That beer is called Salt, and it's by Rogue Wave. And Rogue Wave has eventually changed their brewery name to Salt. So that's probably how it all started. Yeah, I used to go there and do this sort of shit, like the surfboard paddles. They were cool. I miss the days of just going to these breweries and they're all fresh and having like paddles, and it was so cool back then. I mean, I still am very passionate about beer, but I think back in those days, because everything was new and you hadn't tried all the stuff, it's like it was a little more exciting. Yeah, so it sounds like a lot of their beers have still got the same names, but they just changed the name of the brewery. Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to check it out, Vanessa. What's it called? There's always these awesome breweries popping up, and it's like it's a tough time to start a brewery. You still see people starting them up. Yeah, for sure. Rogue Wave. Yeah, because I remember it'd have like Aries Pub and then it'd have Rogue Wave Brewing. I don't know if they still have it, but they had a guitar made out of like a tree branch. That was pretty cool. It's like at the entry when you first go in. Yeah, no worries, bro. Gonna wrap this up shortly. I'll be probably doing something else a bit later. Cheers. There you go. That's pretty cool. At least you can sort of keep tabs on it a lot more now. Yeah, cool. So yeah, I'm going to end it there, peeps. Thanks for chiming in. Always good time. Sorry for I'm a bit out of it today. A little bit tired. Probably need a good a good sleep. But yeah, I'll probably be back later. I've got some shit to do. I'm probably gonna cook up some dinner. I might even have a little nap. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll be back a bit later on with something else to drink and review and more of a chat. So come back later on. Peace.